If you're over 60, listen closely. Your legs may be getting weaker every single week, not suddenly, not dramatically, quietly, and most people don't notice until something scary happens. Maybe you've felt it. Standing up from a chair takes a second longer. Stairs feel steeper than they used to. Your balance feels just a little less steady when you turn too fast. You might shrug it off and say that's just age, but here's the truth. Age alone is not the real reason your legs are losing strength. And that's actually good news. Because when something has a cause, it also has a solution. After 60, the muscles in your legs don't disappear overnight. They fade slowly when they're not challenged in the right way. Week by week, month by month, so quietly that your brain adapts and says, this is normal now. But weaker legs don't just affect walking. They affect confidence. They affect independence. They affect whether you feel safe getting out of bed in the morning. Strong legs help you catch yourself if you trip. They help you get up from the floor. They help you stay active, social, and independent. And when leg strength fades, people often don't lose mobility first. They lose trust in their own body. Here's what worries many doctors and physical therapists. Most seniors are doing something to stay active, but they're doing the wrong kind of movement for leg strength. Walking is good, but walking alone is not enough to keep leg muscles strong after 60. Housework keeps you moving, but it doesn't rebuild strength. And many gym-style exercises feel intimidating, painful, or unsafe. So people stop trying, or they push too hard and quit, or they do nothing and hope for the best. None of those paths protect your legs. The good news is this: your legs are incredibly responsive. Even in your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond, they don't need heavy weights. They don't need long workouts. They need the right signals: simple, safe, short, and done consistently. In just a few minutes a day, the right movements can remind your leg muscles what they're supposed to do: support you, stabilize you, protect you. This isn't about becoming athletic. It's about staying capable. And there are 3 very simple exercises that do exactly that. Exercises designed for real seniors. No floor work required, no gym, no strain on the joints. Most people never learn them. That's why leg weakness feels inevitable. But once you understand why legs weaken and what actually stops it, everything changes. In the next part, I'll explain what's really happening inside your legs after 60, the common mistakes that quietly speed up weakness, and why many well-meaning routines are actually working against you. This is where clarity replaces fear. Let's gently clear up what's actually going on inside your legs as you age, because once you understand this, the fear starts to fade. After 60, your body naturally becomes more efficient. It stops keeping muscle it thinks you don't need. This is not a disease, it's a survival system. If certain leg muscles aren't used regularly and intentionally, your brain slowly downsizes them, especially the muscles in your thighs, hips, and calves. These are called postural and support muscles. They're responsible for standing, stabilizing, and catching you if you lose balance. Here's the problem. Modern senior life doesn't activate these muscles enough. We sit more, we move carefully, we avoid strain, and without realizing, we teach our nervous system that strong legs are no longer required. This leads to 3 common changes. First, muscle fibers shrink, not disappear but thin out. They produce less force even though they're still there. Second, nerve signals slow down. Your brain sends the message to stand or stabilize, but the signal arrives a fraction of a second late. That delay affects balance. Third, joints take over. When muscles weaken, joints and tendons absorb more stress. This leads many seniors to avoid movement even more, creating a cycle. Now let's talk about the most common mistakes well-meaning seniors make. Mistake number 1, believing walking is enough. Walking is excellent for circulation, mood, and heart health, but walking uses the same limited movement pattern over and over. It does not challenge your legs to get stronger. It mostly maintains what you already have. Mistake number 2, avoiding leg effort completely. Many seniors are told to take it easy, so they stop using stairs. They push off armrests instead of legs. They avoid standing without support. This feels safe in the short term, but it quietly teaches the body to weaken faster. Mistake number 3, doing exercises that are too intense or too complicated. Deep squats, fast movements, floor exercises, heavy weights. These often cause discomfort or fear, leading people to quit altogether. Consistency matters more than intensity after 60. Mistake number 4, focusing only on pain-free movement. Pain-free is important, but strength building requires gentle effort. If muscles never feel engaged, they don't adapt. And here's an important truth many people never hear. Leg strength is not built by exhaustion. It's built by clear signals to the muscles and nerves. Your legs need to be reminded that they are needed, that they have a job. This reminder doesn't have to hurt. It doesn't have to be long. It just has to be specific. Doctors and therapists see this all the time. Seniors who believe weakness is just aging often regain noticeable strength in weeks when they do the right movements. Not because they reversed age, but because they reversed disuse. Another key point, balance is not just about your ears or your eyes. It's largely about leg strength. Strong legs correct small wobbles automatically before you even notice them. When leg strength fades, your brain becomes cautious. You move slower. You hesitate. And that hesitation actually increases fall risk. So the goal is not to push your limits. The goal is to rebuild trust between your brain and your legs. That's where simple, controlled exercises come in. Move. Movements that are slow, supported, predictable. Movements that send a clear message. These legs still matter. In the next part, I'll walk you through 3 easy, medically safe exercises that many seniors can do daily. They take just a few minutes. They don't require getting on the floor, and they focus on the exact muscles that weaken fastest after 60. Step by step, calmly, safely. This is where understanding turns into action. The 3 easy exercises that rebuild leg strength safely after 60. Now let's move into action. These exercises are simple, controlled, and senior-friendly. They focus on the exact muscles that weaken fastest after 60. Do them slowly, breathe naturally, and always use support when needed. You can do all 3 in under 10 minutes a day. Exercise 1, the supported sit to stand. This is one of the most important movements for leg strength and independence. It trains the thighs, hips, and core to work together. Start with a sturdy chair. Place it against a wall so it doesn't move. Stand in front of it with your feet about hip-width apart. Keep your toes pointing forward. If you need support, place your hands lightly on the armrests or a table in front of you. Now, slowly lower yourself into the chair. Don't drop. Control the movement. Feel your thighs working as you descend. Sit briefly, then lean slightly forward from the hips. Press through your feet. Stand back up using your legs as much as you comfortably can. That's 1 repetition. Move slow. Why? No rushing, no holding your breath. Start with 5 repetitions, rest, then do 5 more if comfortable. Why this works? This movement mimics daily life. Getting up from a chair, getting out of bed, standing from the toilet. When you strengthen this pattern, everyday tasks feel easier and safer. Common mistake to avoid, using your arms to pull yourself up every time. Use them only as much as needed. Let your legs do the work. As this gets easier over time, pause for 2 seconds just above the chair before sitting. That small pause sends a powerful strength signal to your muscles. Exercise 2, the heel-to-toe balance lift. This exercise strengthens the calves and improves balance reactions. Calf strength is essential for stability and preventing falls. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair. Place 1 hand on it for light support. Position your feet hip-width apart. Slowly rise up onto your toes. Lift your heels just a few inches. Hold for 2 seconds. Then slowly lower your heels back down. That's 1 repetition. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions. Move slowly on the way up and even slower on the way down. This controlled lowering is where strength builds. If lifting both heels feels difficult, start with small lifts. Even a slight rise is helpful. Why this works? Your calves act like shock absorbers. They help you correct balance when you lean forward or take a step. Weak calves often lead to shuffling steps and hesitation. As you improve, try holding the 2P position for 3 seconds, or lightly lift 1 heel at a time. Always keep support nearby. Safety comes first. Exercise 3, the standing side leg press. This exercise strengthens the hip muscles that keep you upright and stable. These muscles prevent sideways falls. Stand tall behind a chair. Hold the backrest lightly with both hands. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Slowly move your right leg out to the side. Keep your toes facing forward. Don't lean your body. Lift only as far as comfortable. Pause for 1 second. Then slowly bring the leg back to center. That's 1 repetition. Do 6 to 8 repetitions on one side, then switch legs. Move with control, no swinging. Why this works? Strong side hip muscles help you stay steady when turning, stepping sideways, or catching yourself. Many seniors lose strength here without realizing it. If this feels too easy over time, hold the leg out for 2 to 3 seconds before returning. How to put these together? You don't need a long routine. Here's a simple daily plan. Start with the sit to stand, 5 to 10 repetitions. Move to heel lifts, 8 to 10 repetitions. Finish with side leg presses, 6 to 8 each side. Rest is needed between exercises. There is no rush. If you feel tired, stop. Consistency matters more than completing every repetition. What you should feel. You may feel gentle muscle effort. That's good. You should not feel sharp pain. You should not feel dizzy. You should be able to breathe normally. Mild muscle soreness the next day can happen. That usually fades as your body adapts. Why these work better than random movement? These exercises send clear messages to your nervous system. They say these muscles are still needed. Your brain responds by improving coordination and strength, not overnight, but steadily. Within a few weeks, many seniors notice standing feels easier. Walking feels more confident. Balance improves subtly but clearly, not because you pushed harder, but because you moved smarter. In the final part, I'll talk to you directly about hope, why it is not too late, why your body is still capable of change, and how small daily actions protect your independence for years to come. This is where confidence returns. If you're over 60 and worried that your body has already decided its future, take a slow breath. Your legs are not done yet. They are still listening. They are still capable of change. The human body is remarkably adaptable even later in life. It doesn't need extreme effort to respond. It needs consistency, clarity, and kindness. Many seniors believe strength has an expiration date, that if you didn't build it earlier, you missed your chance. That belief quietly steals motivation. But strength after 60 isn't about building something new. It's about waking something up. Your muscles remember how to work. Your nervous system remembers how to coordinate movement. They simply need regular reminders. When you practice the easy, simple exercises, you're doing more than moving your legs. You're rebuilding trust between your mind and your body. That trust shows up in small but powerful ways. Standing up without hesitation, turning without fear, walking with your head up instead of watching every step. Those changes protect independence. They protect confidence. They protect quality of life. And you don't have to be perfect. Missing a day does not erase progress. Doing fewer repetitions still counts. Even doing just one exercise is better than doing none. What matters is showing up regularly and gently. It's also important to listen to your body. Some days you'll feel stronger, other days you may feel slower. That's normal. Progress after 60 is not a straight line. It's a gradual upward trend. If you've had years of being told to slow down or be careful, it's understandable to feel hesitant. But careful movement does not mean no movement. Safe effort is healthy. Predictable effort is protective. Think of these exercises as daily maintenance, just like brushing your teeth or drinking water. Small actions that prevent bigger problems later. The goal is not to impress anyone. The goal is to stay capable in your own life, to get up from a chair without planning it, to walk across a room without grabbing furniture, to trust your legs when you step outside. Every time you do these movements, you're making a quiet investment in your future self, a future where you move with less fear, a future where your legs support you instead of holding you back, a future where age does not decide everything. If you take one message from this video, let it be this. Weakening is not a failure, it's a signal. And you now know how to respond to that signal. Start slow, stay consistent, be patient with yourself. Your legs have carried you through decades of life. They deserve a few minutes of care each day. And those few minutes can make the difference between feeling fragile and feeling capable. It is not too late. Not today, not at this age. Your strength is still there. It's simply waiting to be reminded. Thank you for taking this time for your health. Your future self will thank you too.